Aloha, beautiful high vibe tribe. It is Pink Bella. Aloha. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm recording this update for us on today is April 8th. Happy Mercury goes direct. Very exciting. And I'm sure you're all very excited too. Got lots to bring in today and this week. So I'm just thanking everyone for being here. Deep gratitude. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing out this content, especially if it resonates with you. If you see this on replay, please, or even during the premiere, please comment below. Let me know where you are in the world and how you are doing. And I'm super grateful to be here. So I've just asked for the Galactic Akashic records to be open. I asked Prime Source Creator before I came on. We're all in a bubble of protection, but I actually asked if who was going to be working with me. It's the Arcturian team of light today. They're bringing in the transmission, and I have a very strong Arcturian aspect that's now my higher self version that I'm working with since everything that we went through. So we've just gone through such a massive shift, everyone, and some of you are still going through it. So the transmission today is about our cellular DNA, crystalline chakra, meridian, and light upgrades, about any ascension symptoms. We're going to talk about chakra upgrades as well. I'm going to go through, I've already done it, but I'm going to share with you all. I have a wellness checklist that's up to 38 items now that is part of each session, whether distance or Zoom, that I scan on your behalf. And it's just to bring in really, really helpful information for all of you. Some of it's physical, some of it's emotional, most of it's connected to your healing, your wellness, your journeys. And there's some, for everyone who's going to come in contact with this video today, they gave me a list of some of the items. They gave me the numbers, and then I had to go look it up. We're going to talk about some traumas that everyone is clearing, as well as vows and soul contracts. Ancestral is really big right now. And we're going to talk about past lives and how they're cleared in the Akashic records as well. Okay. So I'm going to pull some cards for us. I'm going to do a quantum galactic Akashic reading for us through this session. Now I'm calling on the Galactic Akashic records for the higher perspective, but I'm also pulling in, like, even this transmission was brought in through the Earth Collective Akashic records. So there's multiple copies of the Akashic records that I work with. Okay. And for those of you who've been with me from the beginning, because I've been doing this work since 2016, 17, I think is when the Akashic work really started to kick in. I was just working with the collective Akashic records and, of course, your personal Akashic records. So there's multiple copies of them. They're all energetic. Not everyone has access to all of the records. It's like we go through all of these initiations, and then we are given access through integrity and through tests and initiations. Of course, remembering, right? We're not going to be able to go into the Galactic Akashic records if we haven't gone through a lot of experiences and we aren't prepared to deal with what we find. Not that it's scary, but it's just, there's a lot to it. It's very multi-level. There is a lot connected to the archons and the Dark ET Alliance. Okay. So I've come through so much training, especially since 2022. Consciously, I started to really go through my initiations around this in 2016, and it was connected to the twin flame journey. So if some of you are involved in a divine union or a twin flame journey and you're in this loop, I know of what I speak. You and the other party most likely are under energy attacks, because that seems to be a real key thrill for this group, but they want to keep everybody in a loop. Okay. So just always pull back and work on your own personal healing. And as we're all doing this, as we're all doing our shadow work, we're helping to raise the vibration of the collective. So today is just going to be about ascension information and guidance to help you all in your journey. I will be doing a live with Typical Skeptic tomorrow. We'll be getting into recent hot topics. I'll also be doing another deep dive on my Rumble channel as well, so you can check that out, and I will keep you all posted. Okay. So, and yes, thank you. When you follow notifications, everything that's coming up, including new offers, will be in the post section as well. I do try to post it. I do post it on Telegram as well. And I don't often get to my Instagram and Facebook feeds with the offers. So they're always on my website, and the information is below in the description box, my website and my email. Okay. So I will talk about all the offers that are on for this month shortly. Everything is changing on my website, new websites being worked on. Yeah, lots of changes right now for all of us, for sure. Okay, so today I'm going to just do a full read and ask for information to come in from the Arcturians. We're going to go through the list, and then I'm going to do galactic reading for whatever we need to know as a collective this week, okay? So I know what I've been going through, but okay, 2 eclipses with 2 retrogrades and a change, a massive Stargate redialing and change on the equinox is a game changer. So Mercury just went direct, but there's going to be some timeline clearing up for the next 2 weeks. Then we have Venus that's finally going to go direct as well. Venus has been a retrograde, so Venus will go direct on the 12th. That's also been impacting communication, our relationships, business, abundance, all of those topics. And we also are going to have a full moon in Libra coming up around that time as well. Lots happening, everyone. Even though this month is a bit calmer energy-wise compared to March, it's like we're integrating all the information. So thank you, everyone. If you're new, thank you for to be here with all of us, the Galactic High Vibe Tribe. My name is Pink Bella Aloha, and I'm a quantum Akashic reader, healer. Quantum healing to me is just multi-dimensional healing, many timelines, lifetimes, alignments. I do a lot of things. Of course, I work on myself and I have client sessions, and then I bring that information back to all of us. Everyone's been going through a lot, basically, and just asking that we all be placed on a timeline and a frequency where I can bring in this information. I find during the retrogrades, especially Mercury and with Venus, there's been a lot of energy interference with all of us. And it's been like we've been in this Jedi training program, which hasn't been fun, but it's, in other words, like we keep hearing the song Back in Time from Back to the Future. We get put back into previous timelines to clear loose ends up. So it's been a doozy for me. Even yesterday, I had a big clearing. Okay. Let's just pull some messages for all of us about what we need to know. All right, we have the Divine Matrix. This card also wanted to come through, the Order of Melchizedek, but this is about our missions. And Anunnaki light code. So there you go. There's that interference. Let's just do a clarity card on the Anunnaki. It's been so that's been helping us all step into our power, solar light upgrades. Okay, so Divine Matrix. So the entire process I just shared with you from the beginning of March through eclipse season, through the equinox stargate, through Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde has been such a divine matrix. You, me, none of us are the same. Think about the Tower card in the tarot. Think about Humpty Dumpty. Think about every single piece of us being pulled in multiple directions to be put back together. Restful, no. Accelerating us to a new timeline. Like think about it. Also think about maybe a board game or a way where you can accelerate and go, way past where you would like the bonus card. That's what it was about. So it's been a complete divine matrix orchestrated to get us all to a certain point. Order of Melchizedek. So our pillar of light is stronger. More information has been downloaded for me, you, all of us about our missions and not to give up. Then we have the Anunnaki. Now, even in this deck, even though it's a positive message, new information has come in, but it is the end of a cycle. It's multi-dimensional as well. So it's the only Dark Alliance card I have in this deck. So the Dark Alliance has been interfering with many of us, but it's been to push us into our power. So it's all been unfolding divinely, okay? Empowerment, willpower, and I'm just hearing like the little engine that could. All right. I know, crazy, right? Yeah. Believe it or not, we all signed up for this. Okay. So let's talk about cellular DNA and crystal light body upgrades. And then we'll move into the Ascension symptoms. And I'm going to let's start with the chakra upgrades. So big chakras that have been coming forward in sessions, in group calls, has been the root chakra. And that's our survival chakra. So that's been the one that's been deteriorated most for ourselves and our ancestors. Counterbalances our crown chakra. So the interference with the crown chakra, connecting to source and our guides, and then the root chakra destabilization. So that's the lack, poverty consciousness. That's the there's not enough. That's the instability that we maybe have experienced in this life or other lifetimes, past lives, and or our ancestors, right? So if we think that it's tough now, it's been really tough for everybody that's ever come to Earth as a school. Earth is one of the toughest schools in the galaxy, and we all know it, okay? So solar plexus and throat also came in. So the throat is very much connected to the Mercury retrograde. So as Mercury's gone direct, our throat chakra, we have more clarity of thinking, hearing, more of our superpowers are clearer now, and or they're coming online. And then we also have our solar plexus, which is us stepping into our power, okay? So that's been a real key process of this retrograde. It's also been a multidimensional timeline clear. And what else do they want me to talk about? Okay, so I just scanned for this group to see what other chakras. I'm going to pull a couple of cards as well. So the Soul Star and the Earth Star came in. So that's part of the 12 chakra system. If our 7 chakra system is going through a massive clearing out and upgrade, we do kind of need like a reconnect to our Earth Star and our Soul Star above us. Soul Star is connected to our personal Akashic records. Earth Star is connected to the crystalline grids. Well, it wants to be connected to the crystalline grids and to help support us all to feel that we belong here on Earth and we have a mission, okay? And that we're fully supported. All right, we also got the 12th chakra came in as it's going through an upgrade, a reboot, as well as the 22 to 22nd chakra upgrades. And I just sort of put a correlation to the 20th to 22nd chakra upgrades are connected to 2020, 2021, and 2022, where we all went through a massive collective trauma. And many of us are still recovering from that. So I found even through the retrograde for me, I did so much cleanup, everyone, through all those timelines. I kind of sifted through all the stories and everything that I went through, me and my Starseed Kitty Sapphire. I also lost someone very important in our family. So that was really hard to look at. Plus, there was a year, that 2021, where many of us were trying to manifest many things, and there were so many roadblocks, and it was so stressful. And I went back and cleaned up some of my social media. So some videos are gone from YouTube and Facebook. All the Facebook lives, by the way, are going to be removed for all of us. They've made a decision to only keep them around for months. So that was kind of my motivation. And as I was sifting through it, I was really grateful for all the lessons, but it was time to let a lot of it go. And some of it, there was still this heavy, dark energy around it. And I found that they were accessing those memories. So that's why we work on healing our past, because when we heal our past, then we're so much more powerful and stronger and more light here in the present. Okay. So those are going through the chakra systems, going through a big, big upgrade. And I work with all of that with you through personal sessions. Okay. All right. Let's ask if there's any other chakra messages that need to come in for us for today. There's the root chakra, that's just confirming. Look at that. So there's Gandhi, there's Martin Luther King Jr. So that's interesting because, and these cards were made obviously quite a while ago, but it's interesting that those individuals are on that card because they were very passionate about their missions, right? Their mission was, they were very passionate about it. And so that's one of the messages is your root chakra needs to stabilize so you can receive abundance and be guided and be fully here on mission. Then we have the Earth Star, which I just shared about Sandalphon. Now that's interesting. That looks like it could be the Grand Canyon. It could be Arizona. It actually says, oh, this first card says loyalty. In case the words are keywords for any of you, it says assurance. So we are assured if we are rooted and connecting to the earth in a correct way, like in other words, feeling stable wherever we are, that we will feel more fully here and supported. So it just happens to be that it's connected to the desert. There's lots of desert areas on the planet. And basically what I'm just hearing is like, just really connect with that earth energy, whatever that means to you. You could have nature near you, could be the beach, could be the ocean, could be the lakes, the rivers, the trees, whatever. But some of you are in desert areas and they're just letting me know spending time outside near the earth is really helpful right now for restabilization. And then we have acceptance. Now this is connected to the high heart, the cosmic heart, which is also part of the 12 chakra system. So if we accept what the circumstances in our life right now, it's easier to move on from that reality. Okay. It doesn't mean that we're happy about the reality, but it gets us back into our heart chakras. We go into gratitude, we go into forgiveness. And when we accept the reality, boom, that reality can collapse and we can manifest and create a new one. So that's where some of you are at. Okay. I also love like the animals on this card. So some of you are really deeply heart and soul connected to the creatures on this planet, and that's part of your mission. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So and they're channeling through me, by the way. Okay. So let's talk about ascension symptoms. They're just channeling through me. I've got a list of things as well, but just like feeling ungrounded, unfocused, lack of motivation, fatigue is a big one right now. Headaches, lower head headaches. I woke up super freezing cold today. So super freezing cold is our photonic plasma light coming online to help recharge our crystalline system to help, create our new reality. Hot energy is us burning off old programs and old timelines. Okay. So that sort of thing's going on. Put your ascension symptoms, what you've been experiencing, in the comments, and we'll see maybe there's a few of you that are going through the same thing. This is part of our cellular DNA and crystalline light upgrades, but we've needed to go through this sifting through our past to heal and clear. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the next section. Okay, so let me just see. So let's talk about the wellness checklist. So right off the bat, like the first seven topics in my wellness checklist are actually physical symptoms that many of you have been going through. So right now, the one that's coming up for some of you is you've got some mold energy, either physical or energetic in your field that's weighing you down. There's also a mucus that's built up for some of you. So some of you might be recovering from a cold or a flu, and your body is still sort of hanging on to some of the mucus. So just to let you all know about that. Okay, the next one is for all of us is airborne particles. 12, 13, and 14 could be air. I'm going to say trails. Fog, it could be from fog, it could be from just airborne particles. And some of the airborne particles are coming from inorganic sources. Okay, so some of you are reacting to that. This can show up as allergies, sinus infections, low energy, etc. The next point that they wanted me to bring up is number 22, AI traumas from other lifetimes, past lives. And this AI energy is increasing from people talking about it. I just saw somebody posted there's a billboard that's been set up in some locations saying don't hire humans, use AI, right? So we're seeing the word, if we're feeling the energy, because it is an energy coming from all this new technology. Some of you are reacting to that, and that is also it because it's increasing on the planet and it's showing up. So there are AI traumas from the Galactic Akashic records from other lifetimes. There has been lifetimes on this planet where AI has been here before. Those are our lifetimes in Atlantis and Lemuria and the Egyptian Stargate, but mainly as well off planet. Okay, this multidimensional information. The next piece, trauma healing for our souls from past lives. So we're going through deep healing and clearing through this retrogrades to have everything pushed up. So something as simple as it might be a childhood memory, a childhood trauma that's been pushed up, but in actual fact, when it's so deep, when it triggers us so deeply, it's part of our ego, our spiritual ego protecting us, but it's a multidimensional piece of information. And what part of my role is to bring that information to you all on a personal level or through the videos so that you remember that when it's something really, really deeply triggers you, it is something that you've gone through multiple times before, okay? And then finally, the trauma healing. Did I just talk about that? Yeah, deep healing and clearing came through this eclipse and retrogrades, pushed it all up for ourselves and ancestral imprinting, okay? And that's interesting because I did a scan for myself last night as well, and I also got the final one is this, and these couple were new in the last couple of days. Vows and soul contracts, ancestral. So somewhere along the line, we have imprints, ancestral imprints within us and our chakras, DNA, etc., that we're clearing out of our Akashic records. These are vows, soul contracts, and curses from past lives that our ancestors brought in. So some of that is connected to abundance, is connected to being back here on the earth and being worker bees, right? So it's been very intense for the last 4 weeks. So just to let you all know that, okay, that's what's been going on. And it has been multidimensional. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of the reading for us now. And then I'll let you know where else I'm going to go after that. Okay, so they're just going to bring me like one message each before I go to the Galactic Tarot. What else do we need to know with the topics today? Soul family. So this is all like raising our vibration to help clear away. Like I would say many of us had to let go of people, places, things during this eclipse season. It was big, maybe not for all of us, but for some of us. So it is a powerful time right now to call in our tribes and know that we're not doing this alone. And remember, you're not alone. Even if you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. You're being given an opportunity to connect with your higher self, your angels, prime source creator. And then you'll be able to reconnect with your tribe. All the tribe members are going through the same thing. Okay, everybody has been going through a massive reboot. And then we have, of course, deep replenishment. Some of us are still needing to rest and retreat right now. So just know that you're not the only one, okay? And I'm finally feeling like clear. My voice probably sounds different. Absolutely. Then we got, I love this. This divine goddess feminine energy has been coming in all of us, female, male, animals, plants, everybody. And we're to start to say yes to positive opportunities, and those doorways will open for us. Okay. I love that. Okay. Let's move on to another deck for some more information and see what else wants to come in for us today. Number 13, Vega, fearless journey, discernment. So again, this is from the Galactic Akashic Records. Vega is part of the Lyra system. So many of us have Lyran aspects that we're working through, and much of it is not being wanted to be seen, heard, fear of everything, right? And we've really been going through our lessons to discern who to spend our time with. Remember, your time and your energy is precious. So that's number 13, discernment. So we're still to discern our energy for the next couple of weeks. Number 25, innovative, Andromeda healing matrix. I love that. So I am big part of my galactic heritage is Andromedan, innovative. So many of you have like this innovative spirit, Arcturian, Andromedan, that has these schematics that you're downloading that's going to help make the world a better place. Number 25. Okay. And I see like all like crown and throat chakra, crown, third eye, and throat chakra energies. So that all of our upper chakras have gone through quite a reboot. And now we're moving into root, sacral, solar plexus. And this is also connected to our Lyran aspect, courageous, 34, transcending fear. So maybe some of you are in a reality right now of something that you have been so fearful. Fear of being alone, fear of trying to make it on your own, fear of your higher self, your guides telling you something was going to happen and it didn't happen. Just fear in general about being out there in the world. Okay, but you are me, you, all of us. We have this courageous spirit, this courageous Lyran spirit, like the lion, like the Bengal tiger. We are very courageous. We are strong warriors, and we are here to transcend and clear all the fears, so we can be these powerful beings and assist humanity and the planet. Okay, so I'm going to do Galactic Tarot. And as I'm shuffling, I just want to let you all know that there are offers are changing on my website weekly. So if you're interested in your own personal Akashic record deep dive to clear vows, essential, if you've seen patterns, you, me, all of us have been shown our deep patterns since the beginning of March. Okay, so if you need assistance with that, I have personal Akashic record sessions. With every session includes quantum healing, chakra balance. That's on offer. So is a package. There's also the Galactic. If you want to go one step deeper and do a Galactic Akashic record session and packages, those are on offer. And all the Dragon packages are on offer right now, including training as a Jedi, Divine Goddess Code activations, working with the dragons on their own. And then what else? They're just so much fun, and there's such a great asset. They're another level of having guardian angels in our lives, and then Earth Grid training as well. So all of that's near the top of my website. If you have any questions, please email me. Is there anything new? Oh, the mini mentorship, the Rainbow Diamond Healing Mini Mentorship is still on offer, as well as, and of course, there's always the mentorship program as well. Okay, so let's just ask what other information we need to know. They're asking me to give you examples, like what kind of vows. Let's say you're trying to manifest or create more abundance in your life, and that keeps getting blocked. That would be connected most likely to interference, but that interference can come from imprinting from our ancestors. So that imprint we came in with, it's like we came in, we had our Akashic records, and we got imprinted with our DNA, our ancestral DNA. So that fear of being abundant, being prosperous makes no sense to us in this reality. However, our ancestors would have been beaten down. They would have been told they weren't worthy and weren't allowed to. So many of us came in to heal and clear that. So that's one example. Another one could be the same relationship wise. You could have come into harm being in a relationship. Another piece could be using your divine abilities. You may have also been taken out for that. So I like to just, there's no fear. The work I do is very high vibe and very fun. I actually just bring in really laser clear, like, this is what happened. Let's clear it through forgiveness. Okay. So that's how I do that on your behalf. That's my liaison work, and I'm grateful for that. Okay. What else do we need to know right now for what we're healing, clearing before Venus goes direct on the 12th? Okay. Still number 18. Continuously doing shadow work, and we're slowly coming out of it, because this is where we're coming out of. Number 18. Number 7, we're in a patience and planning phase. Number 7 is the energy is moving, but we are in a patience and planning phase still, so we still have time to kind of organize our thoughts and figure out what we're doing. This is root chakra energy, and so is this. Number 3, recognition and reward. So many of us are here right now planning, and then we're moving into time to level up. Bottom of the deck is number 5, emotional loss, and that's the old healing out of our heart chakras. Okay, everything's clearing out of our heart and our high heart. Okay, so we can become clearer vessels for the light. All right, let's see what we want from the shadow card. We have the 6 of Pentacles. They're going to channel through me. I'm going to show you all the cards. With the patience and planning, we have the 5 of Cups. Recognition and reward, we have the 7 of Wands. And emotional loss, we have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. Okay, and I was going to say, we don't have a lot of major arcanas in this reading today. We have 2. So this is interesting. So we're coming out of a big energy. We're coming out of a big, big shadow self, ego, fears, anxieties, worry, stress, and that's being balanced out. Okay, it's like the energy. This is so much our ancestors, where if you think about it, like our ancestors were beaten down. Oh, there's a big piece of that here on earth right now, where it's like this group, you have money, the rest of you are going to suffer. So that's what we're clearing away, the suffering, and that's being balanced out. So kudos to everyone that's been doing their shadow work. It's been worth it. Absolutely. We're now in the patience and the planning stage. And for some of you, you've gone through such a loss through this eclipse season, right? You feel like you've lost whatever you were trying to create, but there's 2 cups behind this individual. So there's 2 beautiful blessings coming that you're not aware of. So you do the best that you can, heal your heart, and start focusing on the positive and what you're grateful for. Recognition, this is what we're moving into. Recognition, reward. Pass those tests, those initiations. The energy, this is like the Chariot card. It is a 7 of Wands, and it's that fiery Aries energy that we're in. So it is going to start moving. Okay, so especially by the time Venus goes direct on the 12th of April, just in a few days. Overall, oh my goodness, this is it. The 2 5s. So emotional loss, healing. Oh my goodness, and we never know what's there until things are removed, right? It's all been to do with this huge tarot transformation of like the Tower card, a big ending for a new fresh start. You're going to look back on this time and realize those endings had to happen. They're not forever, but those endings, those chapters had to be closed so that you could start your own personal new chapter and become the best version of you. And it'll all make sense, believe you me. When I did the waiting back through all the years for myself, I remember at times things were so important to me. and now they're no longer important, that all the players, all the individuals were to help me to get me into now, but it was huge. Yeah, it was massive. Underneath that final card, everyone, is the throat chakra. So we had 3 5s, 5 5 5. So that's been all to raise the frequency of our throat chakra. When our throat chakra expands, more of our superpowers and our abilities come online, and our confidence. Okay. Final cards. Hold on, so I don't drop them. I'm gonna pull a dragon first and a crystal and see what the dragons want to say and what the crystals want to say for us for till I return. Wow, so we have the silver lunar dragon. So silver is still a wonderful frequency that we're all working with. It's a great frequency for us to work with from now through the full moon on the 13th, which is also called the pink moon. Silver lunar dragon, bathing us in divine feminine light. It's helping to bring us balance, bring us into balance, peace, and harmony. So if you are the furthest away from peace and harmony right now, that's what you're being guided to work on. And it could be your chakras are out of balance. It could be that you're being your energy is in other timelines and realities and in past lives. Okay, so that's why I do what I do. All right, let's work on a crystal message for. Whoa, this this card was flipped up. Obsidian, grounding, protection, root chakra, earth star. All right, so this is our priority this week, to continue to work on staying grounded, because we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. We're feeling better, but we're not firmly realigned with everything in our life and our bodies, physical avatars. Okay. All right, beautiful souls. Thank you so much. Again, if you'd like to work with me, email, website information is below. All the big offers at the top of my website. What else? All my social media. So Instagram, Facebook, Rumble, Telegram, TikTok, everything, all the links are in the description box as well. If you have any questions, email's the best way to get a hold of me. Sending you love and aloha. I will be live on Typical Skeptic tomorrow on my Starseeds Facebook page, on his Rumble, and I'm actually starting to repost those shows on my Rumble as well. So check that out. Sending you love and aloha. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Love from Bella. Take care.